What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 8, and before we go on, I want to say straight away, I know that the videos have been coming out every day or every other day. This series may only come out once every 3 or 4 days next week, and the reason behind that is because I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I want to make sure I get at least 2 videos up a day. I don't want to stretch myself, but anyway, let's start with the gameplay. And yeah, today you can see as well, we have the final group stage game with our World Cup side. Of course, we've lost one and we've won one. So we come into this game for the final group stage game, the third and final one. Looking at the team we're playing, they've also got 3 points as well, winning one and lost one, which is what every team's done. So I thought, do we need a win? Do we need a draw? I don't know. It's very difficult for me because my mouse is terrible, and I wasn't really sure. But still, we came against this team with some fantastic players: Ruben, El Shaarawy, Evra, PK, Courtois, Liechtensteiner, Varane's in there as well, Socrates. Is that Isco at CM? I didn't get to see that, but still a very, very awesome side. And the first chance again would fall to us in the 24th minute as Giovinco goes on left hand side, uses his pace, gets around Isco with the Berber spin. Really good chance here, rolls it off towards Pjanic. Pjanic plays it back towards Gonlons, who shoots, but it's a good stop by Courtois and it's tipped over the bar for a corner. So good early chance, but still 0-0. And from the corner, it's once again Pjanic who crosses the ball in towards Thomas from Ireland, but it's headed off the line by Patrice Evra. So I was very pleased to have a very good start in this game. You know, get off to a very decent start. Maybe not scoring, but at least test my opponent, because this guy clearly had a much better team than me. And in the 41st minute, there was another good chance for us to take the lead here as Gonlons goes forward, but unfortunately for us, the shot is saved by Courtois. And again, it is another corner, and it is still 0-0. But from the corner, it's crossed in by Pjanic. Inigo Martinez goes for the header, but it goes just over the bar. So the early chances coming to us really in this game in the first half, and I was feeling very confident despite this guy having a great side. But unfortunately for us, Benteke, Ruben and El Shaarawy link up here, and it's the Italian who makes it 1-0. So with this guy's pretty much first chance of the game, he makes it 1-0, which is a real shame. And he almost made it 2-0 here in the 55th minute. Iron Robin gets onto his left foot and strikes it, but it's a good save by our Russian goalkeeper, and in the end he carries the ball over the line for a goal kick. So still 1-0, but in the 84th minute it was still 1-0. So as things stood, I thought, yeah, we're probably going out of the group stage here. But as we get the ball to Sterling, he plays a fantastic ball forward towards Giovinco. Giovinco runs through one-on-one and he puts it past Courtois to make it 1-1. So I was sitting there thinking, do I need another goal? Can I sit here with the draw? What do I need to do? Do you know what I mean? I scored a goal. I wasn't sure whether I needed another goal or not, so I turned it down from ultra attacking to attacking, and I thought I'd better not go defensive because, you know, I might still need a goal. I wasn't entirely sure, but at least I was glad to be on level terms, so I knew for a fact that I wouldn't be guaranteed to be going out of the group stages. But from kickoff here, Vossen gets on the ball and finds Pjanic. Pjanic finds Barnetta. Barnetta sprints past Gerard Piqué here and strikes with his right foot and makes it 2-1. So directly from kickoff, my opponent gives the ball away, and I turn the game on its head. So from 1-0 down to 2-1 up in just a few seconds. Giovinco and Barnetta get the goals, and I was so happy to make it 2-1. I thought, right, now I'm winning the game, I do need to go ultra defensive. And once again from kickoff here, my opponent tries to sprint through, but eventually he gives the ball away. Giovinco beats Iron Robin here, plays the ball forward towards our striker Vossen. Vossen stops the ball, and the Belgian striker finds Raheem Sterling, who gets a bit lucky as the ball falls to Vossen. He gets played the ball forward. Giovinco shoots, Courtois saves it, and Sterling pops it into the empty net. So in a few minutes we turn the game from 1-0 down to 3-1 up in an incredible end, because I was sitting there thinking, you know, with the game being closed out with 10 minutes to go, yeah, it's game over now, I'm going out of the group stages, I might as well just throw in the towel basically. But instead we score 3 goals in the space of 4 in-game minutes, turn the game on its head, win the game by 3-1. I guess it just goes to show, you know, it ain't over till it's over. You know, you should always keep going till the last minute. And as you can see, because of that win, we did qualify for the knockout stages. So I didn't know if I needed the win, I didn't know if I needed the draw, I didn't know what I need. All I knew was that I didn't want to give up. We won the game. And I'm very happy because, again, I have to say as well, I really deserved that game as well. That guy wasn't even the best of players. I just, for some reason, wasn't playing that well. But still, I eventually turned it on in the second half, and I was glad to get the win by 3-1. So we're through to the knockout stages, and I'm very happy with that. We then opened our player pack, and we got, I can never pronounce this guy's name, but I think it's Sebastian Coates of Uruguay. So he's not going to do us much good. But as you can see here, we are into the round of 16, and that is fantastic. So hopefully this time, on our 4th attempt, we can go to the quarterfinals, or possibly even more, to the semis. That would be lovely, but we'll have to wait and see. But as you can see here, we had a player out of contract. That was Janssen, our German left backs. We eventually give him one. I've had to say as well, the game is really laggy when you try and apply contracts or any consumables. I don't know why that is. It's very frustrating, but still, we give Janssen a contract, and the side was looking fit enough for another game, so we went into a new one, tried to match up with someone in the round of 16. We found this team, very decent side, 83 rated, 100 chemistry, a 4-1-2-1-2 side. with some very, very decent players, including Alexandre Pato, Jackson Martinez, Di Maria, Lavezzi, Cuadrado, David Luiz, Dani Alves is there, Bravo. Just an awesome, awesome side. And to be honest, I didn't know what to expect from this game. I thought maybe I could test this guy, to be honest. Maybe I could get off to a very good start and, you know, try and put this guy under pressure straight away. But unfortunately for us, it's very, very hard to stop certain goals on FIFA. And one of those types of goal is the wing play, go down the wing, cross it in and score from the header. And unfortunately, in the first minute, directly from kickoff, my opponent goes down the left-hand side, crosses the ball in, and Alexandre Pato, the Brazilian striker, well, I'll just say he gives us a taste of what's to come in this game, let's just say that. He makes it 1-0 directly from kickoff, and in the 8th minute he goes down left-hand side again with Lavezzi. I blocked the cross, but unfortunately I can't get the ball away. Lavezzi wins it back, crosses the ball in, and this time it's Jackson Martinez that gets the header and makes it 2-0. So 8 minutes in and I was already 2-0 down, so not a very good start in this game at all. But in the 11th minute here, my opponent gets on the ball, but he gives it away with Di Maria. Barnetta plays it forward towards Vossen. Brilliant chance here. I stop the ball and shoot, but unfortunately it's Bravo who makes a good stop, and it's tipped wide for a corner. And from that corner we cross the ball on Pjanic. In the game, Martinez goes for the header, but unfortunately again Bravo makes a good stop and keeps the score at 2-0. And the following chance here would fall in the 17th minute as Pato gets on the ball and plays a crossfield ball towards Dani Alves. Alves then sprints down the right hand side. My fullbacks can't keep up. Alves crosses the ball in. Di Maria goes to the header. It's cleared away only as far as Pato. Pato gets onto the ball here. Good chance for my opponent as he shoots, but it's a good stop by my goalkeeper and it's tipped wide for a corner. So very good save there to get down low to his right and keep the score at 2-0. But to be honest, all the pressure was coming from my opponent. I had a couple of chances, but other than that, it was my opponent giving me a lot of problems with his wing play and crossing. And as my goalkeeper tips the ball wide for a corner here, he goes over to take it from this near side, and eventually it's crossed into the box by Dani Alves, his right back, towards the head of his Brazilian teammate David Luiz, and guess what happens? He heads the ball into the back of the net and makes it 3-0. So 19 minutes in, my opponent was already 3-0 up, and I was having an absolute mare. But in the 37th minute here, Sterling gets on the ball and finds Giovinco. Nice turn to get around his man, plays it through towards Vossen here. Vossen chips it forward towards Giovinco. Nice little ball through there, and it's a great chip over the goalkeeper by Giovinco, and he makes it 3-1. So I had a great comeback in the last game, and I thought maybe I'll come back from 3-0 down in this game, who knows, but still, Giovinco gets the goal and it is 3-1. But you know, in the last game you saw directly from kickoff twice we scored 2 goals. We scored 2 goals directly from kickoff. As my opponent goes for a KSI kickoff goal here, he gives the ball away and Barnetta gets onto the ball, gives it down the left hand side towards Pjanic, and as Dani Alves collects it, he ends up giving the ball away. He does go out for his throw-in, but he throws it straight to me. We win the ball here. Vossen gets onto the ball. We see Giovinco running through again. It's the same result. We chip him through, and it's the same result again because he chips the ball over the goalkeeper and makes it 3-2. So again, we score from the kickoff. So my opponent gives it away. We got the other end and score. So we're right back in this game in just a couple of in-game minutes, and it is 3-2. But in the 45th minute here, Lavezzi goes down the left-hand side, and like I said, I just could not cope with the pace of his fullbacks and his wide men. And as Armero sprints down the left-hand side, he swings in across, and Martinez makes it 4-2 with another header, and it's 4-2 to my opponent. I just could not stop the wing play. I really couldn't. Headers in this game are so easy, you know, just not only to score but to concede as well, because as well, you guys would have seen I've scored quite a few goals from headers, and my opponents do as well. He'd scored all 4 of his goals from crosses and headers. It's 4-2 here, and in the 66th minute I tried to get myself back in the game with Barnetta, but unfortunately the goalkeeper Bravo makes a good stop, and in the 73rd minute my opponent goes down the right hand side again, and it's the same result. He sprints down the wing, he crosses the ball in, Martinez's header hits the bar, but unfortunately Pato turns in the rebound. So even if he doesn't score from the header, he does eventually score. So 5-2, and my opponent is now out of sight. There was no way I was going to score another 3 goals. I just did not fancy my chances at all, and it was 5-2. I wasn't playing very well, to be honest, so my opponent, despite his goals coming from wing play, I just couldn't seem to stop him, and I wasn't playing very well. So 5-2 to my opponent, and in the 87th minute here, Maggio gets on the ball and finds Sterling here. He goes down the right hand side. David Luiz has the strength to outmuscle him, but he gives the ball away. It comes to Vossen, and Vossen fakes shots around his man, offloads it to Sterling, he shoots, it's deflected, and it goes onto the top of the bar and out for a corner. So we keep the chance alive here. It's crossed in by Pjanic towards the head of Thomas Vermaelen, and we score from header. So that's quite nice, isn't it? If my opponent gets 5 goals from headers, I want at least 1, and Vermaelen gets it there and makes it 5-3. But I didn't fancy my chances from coming back, but of course I seem to be very good at scoring directly from when my opponent gives the ball away from kickoff. So once he plays the ball around the back here, just trying to time waste and sort of get to the 90-minute mark, eventually gives the ball away with his centre back. Vossen makes the interception, goes through the centre here and drills it past the goalkeeper. So 5-4, and could I pull off another amazing comeback in the last few minutes? Unfortunately not. I lost the game 5-4, but still a very action-packed game, and unfortunately my fourth attempt to win the World Cup ends here. We go out, we lose the game by 5 goals to 4. It was a great, great show of courage to get myself back into the game on 2 separate occasions, but unfortunately our journey does end here. We go out in the round of 16, and that's a real shame. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, guys, that's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out, and it only takes a second to click that like button, and I'll see you for the next episode of my World Cup series very soon.